es nicht doch ein Fehler war, alte Gewohnheiten so leicht aufzugeben. Nur für ein leises Versprechen, ein Flüstern im Raum. Leider begreifst du nur langsam, welch mannigfaltige Form von Erlösung auf dich warten. Das macht es mühsam, für dich und für mich. Doch der Weg, den wir eingeschlagen haben, duldet keine Abweichung von den Regeln. Denn darin liegt die wahre Natur deiner neuen Freiheit. Ein immerwährendes Bekenntnis zu der Beschränktheit deines eigenen Handelns. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Doch das wird nicht sein. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Doch das wird nicht sein.
They can hear me. They can hear you.
Uh-oh.
And there we are. Welcome to another Lethal's Vapor Lounge Live, everybody. I'm Chris Lethal Coils, and these are my friends, Vaping with the Ohmies. We've got Mr. Vapor Swaggins to my left.
I need a link to
Over
your
there,
channel. I
that
need to
way,
find your
that
channel
way.
real quick.
Over there. To my right, we've got Vapor Swaggins, we've got Poon Sauce McNasty, we've got Frames Janklin, and Clown Vapes. Hello, guys. How are we all doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
Oh, I've had a stressful couple days, but we're doing all right. I'm alive and breathing.
Hey, man. You can't complain there.
Not
Full
at
blown
all.
existing, bro. Full blown existing.
Mm,
That's it.
to the max.
You didn't
Hashtag
say it with full
the sh-
hatred, so you're good.
Hashtag the fight is real. But every day is a victory.
Damn right.
So yeah, normally, well, not normally, I always start the show doing our buffets. And you know what, James, seeing as you're the two-time guest here, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
All right, cool. Well, first off, of course, today is Wednesday, and over here, we're always rocking Warlock mods on Wednesday because it's Warlock Mod Wednesday. So I've got my Warlock's Dagger. This is a dual 18650 parallel box with the Axial on top from Mass Mods and Unicorn, and a DHD nub tip, just because matchy is what I'm all about. Whoa, what was that? All about. Anyway.
All about.
Inside of that, I got something special from my man Overdrip. This is his DIY butterscotch custard, and let me say, this stuff is pretty damn good so far. I think I might need to let it steep just a little bit more, and it'll be better. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, I've got my black and green splattered keen. This is actually a copper coated keen with the Rebirth on top. Just dropped a review for this today on my channel with the Half Moon Mods stubby tip. Inside of that, I've got some Fountain Blast Off, which is like a tropical fruit berry slushy, which it actually tastes like Baja Blast Mountain Dew, and it's amazing. I'm down to like the last little bit right there, and be on to bottle number 12. Dan, where you at, bro? As shout out to my Ohmie Lanza, who couldn't make it because he's at work right now, but we love you, bro. Wish you were here. Last setup, I've got my Monarch named Shed Time with the Turk V2 on top, and I'm really dig the Turk tip as well. It's like a super comfy drip tip. Inside of this, I've got some 12 Monkeys Manga Bees. This stuff is like one of my new favorites. Absolutely delicious. If you haven't tried it, it's a pineapple guava mango. Good stuff. And that's it for me. So should I just pass it off to somebody, or
Go right ahead.
Swags, what do you got, bro?
What's up? I was just fixing my Stratum Zero, which I was going to be vaping on, but I'm not now because it's in pieces. So let's start this off, and I'll throw a couple things up for you to check out. First of all, I'm Vapor Swaggins. Nice to meet everybody here. If I don't know you, I'm here so you don't have to be. In the case that you want to be here, you can call my assistant Hatsu Minamoto, and he will put you in touch. First of all, I'm vaping on the Keen in brushed stainless by Tenacious TX Vapes and Times Vape. And on top of that, I have the Rebirth RTA by Mike Vapes and some China company. And so inside of that, I have Manga Bees by 12 Monkeys, per the suggestion of my friend Frames Janklin over there. And so far, so good. It's a very delicious vape, and as it gets warmer outside, I know it's going to probably be even better. It's definitely a nice summer juice.
Absolutely.
Secondly, I'm vaping on the Purple Aluminum Dreamer, again by Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes, and Times Vape, with a nice black Delrin button, and the Ardent hybrided on top by the same guy, same company. And on top of that, a DHD Chop Top Purple Heart, and this guy, the Insider by Core Design. Actually, I think it's a collaboration with Core Design and Infinity Mods, but don't quote me, I'm not really sure. And on top of that is the Integra RTA by a company that will remain nameless because they're so hard to find right now that I don't want any competition. So go find it yourself. This is a DNA 60 mod. Inside of that is, what is inside of that? I don't even know what's inside of my stuff, guys. Oh, I think Manga Bees is inside of that too. It is, Frames, because I got that. I built that yesterday. Got this juice yesterday. So that's always a good idea. Try a brand new juice in a brand new Addy. Then you'll definitely know whether it's good or not. And that's all I got. I think I said I would get Tango Melon by Transistor. This is my favorite juice of all time. You should pick some up. It's so good. Tango Melon, tangerine, mango, watermelon. I wasn't going to take this much time, but sometimes I like to hear the sound of my own voice, and now I'm finished hearing the sound of my own voice. So let me pass it off to Poon Sauce McNasty.
Hello. What's going on, guys? First setup I got is a Black Copper Dreamer with the Rebirth on top, DHD Chop Top in there. I think that's like the Nova one. I think it's the Nova tip. I don't know. I forgot the names of them. Inside of there, I got some Grape Jam Monster. And then next, I got my Copper Keen with Copper Kennedy 25. Inside of there, I got some Intercooler by Boosted. And then finally, well, actually, no, I got my Zero with some 24 Nick Salt crumbs drops. That's the Flaky French. And then finally, since it's Warlock Mod Wednesday, I got my Vaping with the Ohmies / Poon Sauce McNasty Warlock's Hammer with the Bonza on top. And inside of there, I got the last bit of my Ice Monster Melon Colada. And yeah, that's what I got. Let's go hand it off to Mr. Clown.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna start off with the Warlock's Hammer. Come on, we gotta rep. We gotta rep.
Warlock,
that's how it goes,
bro.
On top of that, I got the Profile Unity. Nice little banging RDA or RTA. And that I got Sweet Dragon from Artist Liquids. And then next I have Parade Maker inside the Rico Rebel / Saint combo. So yeah, that's gonna be me for the time being. But yeah, let's pass it off to Mr. Lethal there.
Hey guys, nice setups all around. First up, we've got that classy dot mod dot box 300 watt lipo with the Dead Rabbit RTA on top and matchy tip. In that, I have some, where is it? The blueberry. Sad Boy blueberry jam cookie. We've got up next the overpowered 21700 stacked tube with the Twisted Messes TM24 Pro on top. In that, I'm running Blackberry Jam Monster. And got the topside dual with Dead Rabbit.
Nice.
Yeah, some more of that blueberry jam cookie in there. And then I've got the special edition topside dual with the Hell Beast on top there. And in that, I'm actually running the strawberry jam cookie. And that'll do it for me. So,
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and start saying some hellos to people in chat here. Hello, Frames. Hello, Poon Sauce. J Money, what's going on? Texas Cloud Town. Sean Typhon, my boy, how are you? We got Clown Vapes, Vape and Irish, Andy Harris. We got Vapor Swaggins, Mike TVA, Puffin Billy. Is there any more? Toral Holman, how are you, my friend? And Jay Jerry, how's it going, guys? Matthew Watson just popped in. Hello, buddy. So we get to know the guests a little bit, and as you guys are basically a show, you guys are a very tight-knit group of friends. How did the show really come about? How did the Ohmies meet the Ohmies?
I blame Swaggins.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a cool story, man. Because we're all Stooges at heart. So you guys know what a Stooge is. People that follow the Vape Stew, which is a show that happens on Fridays. And we all just kind of came together through that community. And Swaggins actually just suggested one time in the Facebook group for a Discord. And that's kind of, where we went. And, we ended up kind of chatting back and forth through messages, and then found out about the voice chat. And then next thing you know, we started just hanging out together like every day. And what happened? There's no stew on a Friday.
They were all in the UK.
Yeah, they were all in the UK.
Stan and Nick were out in the UK, and we were like, you know what? There can't be a Friday without a vape stew or some sort of show.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, why don't we do our own thing? And we called it the Leftover Stew. And it started off with me. I think the four of us right here.
No, I came in later.
Aziz was it was me, Clown, Aziz, and Swaggins started it. And then we had a few people pop in. Stan and Nick actually popped in from the UK, and we're hanging out.
That was hilarious.
It was fun, dude. Like, we just all kind of hung out, and like we said, Poon Sauce popped in throughout the time of the show, and then our buddy Oh My Lanta, who couldn't be here unfortunately, but dude, you're always with us. He's at work right now in the shop, being Danager Mansfield right now. Oh My Danager. But yeah, it was just so much fun, and we had such a blast with it that we decided, why don't we just make this an all the time thing, and we'll do it on Monday, because there's like no shows on Mondays really. Oh well, there wasn't at the time.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a way to because Clown was the only one with the channel at the time. It was kind of a way to kind of help him grow, and just kind of have us to have a platform to kind of get together and just talk as consumers at that point, because none of us are really reviewing too much at the time or anything like that. And it just blossomed from there, man. Eventually, I started my channel, and then Corey started his, and Swaggins got his own thing going too. Go check that out, because it's some amazing content, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
It's just something we do every Monday, and we have a blast with it. It's a lot of fun, man.
Mike wants to say, Swaggins, you're welcome.
Yeah, what for what? What am I welcome for?
Oh,
you're welcome.
Be thanking him, Swaggins.
Oh, I did. I was checking that chat, but then I got a message and I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Well,
thank you again, Mike.
How did I know I talked with you a bit about it, James, when you were on the show before. I just want to go through with Vapor, Poon Sauce, and Clown. How did you each decided want to do videos and stuff?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting one. Well, so I'm starting out, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Yeah, you started.
first.
Yeah, you started talking, bro.
I know. I realized that. I was like, shit. Okay. Well, I've only had my channel for, I would say, 2 months, maybe. Not even. I didn't want to do reviews because there's a lot of stuff going on wrong, pretty much going on in the US right now, that it's kind of going to shit. So I was thinking, I'm going to use a platform that I can create for myself. I've already kind of created a bit of a platform for myself with the Ohmies and everything, and with my affiliation with Transistor and everything. So I was kind of thinking to myself, I want to do something that is mainly advocacy based, because how many channels out there do you see that are strictly advocacy based? And then, so I was thinking I'm going to use that as a platform to inform people. I know I don't have like the biggest voice out there. I don't have like the biggest following, but my mindset is if I can give information to the people that come and decide to watch me and put some new information in their head and then possibly change their mind on something in a positive way and actually drive inspiration for them to actually start advocating and become activists and like all that. And I feel like I feel like I've done my job then, and I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to give information to people. I want to kind of inspire people. That's what I want to do. I want to inspire my viewers to be more than what they really are. And kind of that's what my goal is. That's why like I do the Saturday show where it's What Your Story, where I bring people on and I tell people I get them on and they tell them their stories and all this stuff, and I want that to get inspired by hearing what they say. So that's what drives me to kind of do what I do, and you can blame the other guys in this room for pushing me to do it too, because it all started on the Ohmies when I kind of got like my own little news segment of kind of telling people what's going on in the world, and I just kind of went with it.
Sometimes the smallest voice can make a big change.
Yeah.
You know? And that's really what it comes down to, I think, for me. How about you, Swags?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
How did you decide you really wanted to start making videos and creating content?
Yeah, so that's a long story. How do we shorten it? Vapor Swaggins was created for the vape stew. He was a stooge for the Stooges. I wanted to like promote my friends. I wanted to make like I created Vapor Swaggins when I started watching the vape stew, and then I embedded myself into. I redid my Facebook up again, like reinstalled my account. Whatever the word is, I always trip over it. And then joined the Facebook. We did the Discord, made some really awesome friends. I was never about content or being on shows until actually the impetus behind even before the Leftover Stew was in talking with Clown and seeing, you know, how much work he was putting into his channel and wanting like as a friend being like, dude, what can we do to, you know, help you grow? And so we started to talk about, you know, doing shows together, like having like having reviews live or having people to vibe off of whatever. This is like it happened really fast, but everybody's live streaming now. There's so many shows, like it happened really fast, like over the
There was a big boom for a bit there.
But a lot of people were using Hangouts and stuff like that, and all of a sudden Zoom became the standard really quick. But anyways, trying to make this short. But I start hanging out with Clown, and then we were talking about this already. So when we had the opportunity for the Leftover Stew, we just did it, and then it became the chemistry of Ohming with the Vapies. And so we love the show, we love each other, and then that became like it just kind of grew for me into the Vape Stew, and then furthermore into the High End Vape Forum, which we do as well. Myself, Stan, Pal Vapes, Pal 702, and Louis Nicolette every other Sunday for the high end side. It just kind of became a thing. So basically, long story long, I never really planned for it, and the reason why I have videos on my channel is only because China said that I didn't have any content and they couldn't send me anything, so I started making content. So that's me. That's how I got into it. Sorry for taking up so much time again. And back to you in the ballroom, Lethal.
Actually, back down to Clown because we haven't gotten to him yet.
Oh, sorry. We're doing the rotation of choosing who hasn't gone yet. All right. Well, Clown.
All right. So my channel actually started just because I felt that there was a need for more DIY channels, which I don't even really do enough of anymore. And even the couple of videos I got out were just very sparse because I didn't have time to do them and things like that. Because DIY videos take a lot more effort than you care to think. You have to like actually make the juice, try it out, then get the recipe to where you think it'll work out for multiple people, not just, you know, something you slap together and all that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I started. And it was one of those things like back when I started DIYing, I know Wayne existed, which is a DIY or die. Seriously, go check the dude out. He does some amazing stuff. He owns the DIY game. and what's it called? He was the only guy I knew of. There was a couple of videos here of how to like make e-liquid, but it was very basic. Just the idea of you get a flavoring, you put this much percentage, you get VGPG nicotine, and slap it together. There wasn't like an actual like instruction manual onto how to go through the process and things like that. So that's kind of where I started, and then eventually I started doing reviews, and we did the Ohmies, and it's just grown from there. And like seriously, as the guy said it, we started the Ohmies to help me boost, and then we moved it onto James's channel, and that helped him boost. And they have been like really like great. It's a great platform to launch off of. Seriously, I went from about 20 subs to about 200 within like that first month of us doing the show. It was pretty insane.
That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, you guys are a very, very tight group of friends. You know, it's awesome to see you guys helping each other out that way. And yeah, I don't know, you guys are here, and it shows the community support for all sides, you know, just it's awesome.
What it goes to show you is that to further the point a little bit, is that we all have access to this platform. You can go out and you can put yourself out there. I would say, you know, take things into account, what you have available to you and what you want to do. But we were friends that wanted to support each other, but then it became more than that. Now we support other people that are trying to do it, or people within our community or without of our community. Just embed yourself with a community. You have a community right here on Lethal Coils. It's like you have other shows that you watch or whatever. Embed yourself in a community that you love and that you within this vaping thing that we do, and make your voice heard. Find how you can give back to vaping. This is how we're giving back to vaping. We do this pro bono. You know, it's like we do it for a passion, for something that has saved us, has given us a healthier lifestyle, for adding years onto our lives and whatnot. We're trying to spout that gospel out to others, but if not just in our community, to give people a place to feel at home and to realize that they've made a big achievement. Oh, check it out, son.
Oh,
Look how creepily he did that.
Rocking the merch right there.
It's that swaggin' signature, dude. I wish I was rocking my frames Jacqueline, but I'm rocking that guy right there.
I figured I'd be swags today.
Well, I rocked the mustache way better than I thought I could, so thank you for that.
I'm starting to think I'm calling it the vape stash.
Oh, yeah.
Addy Tooney. All right, I got to touch up my microphone a little bit, maybe? How's that, Addy? Hope that's coming in nice and clear. Anyways, all right, so a few quick questions, guys. Favorite mod right now?
Ooh.
That guy right there, the Vaporgate pug.
Nice.
Monarch.
I'm gonna have to go with this thing, man. Not only because of how beautiful it is, but for this. Can you guys hear the click?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's super clicky.
I love clicky buttons.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Mine's taken apart right now, but I'm gonna have to disagree. There's no top on her, but yeah.
I love them topless. Swags.
What up?
Favorite mod right now?
Oh, shit. I keep forgetting. I forgot this is like a question game. Favorite mod right now?
You're terrible.
That's a really hard question, dude. I don't think I can answer it.
No?
I can't answer what my single favorite mod is.
What about just at the moment?
That's even more difficult. Well, I mean, it's the same difficulty.
No, okay. How about
last thing I picked up? How about that?
Sure.
The Stratum Dilrin single 18650 SX350J V2 with the yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it because it'll switch orientation, so when I flip it up around, it'll change.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's simple stuff like that. It's like, why would you be excited about it? I don't know, because sometimes I switch hands and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
And you don't have to go through the hassle of hitting buttons to get it
or
to do
just
that.
Flipping it around awkwardly. Anyways, it vapes nice. It's really nice. I like it. That's my favorite. Who hasn't gone? Poonsauce?
I already went. I was the first one to go.
Go again.
What? There's nothing
Well,
else.
who's next?
Who's next? Anybody?
James is next.
Poonsauce is next.
No, James is next.
James already showed his.
Yeah.
The
Milwaukee.
Monarch.
Wait,
Oh,
what was
yes, you
yours,
did.
Jade?
You guys all went.
Can we do this again?
Sure.
Yeah, I've got another mod to show.
Oh, my goodness.
I totally gamed up, man.
What
Yeah,
is
'cause-
your favorite? Oh,
This one's an absolute like favorite
yes.
for multiple reasons.
So
Love you,
jelly.
Michelle, if you're watching.
Those are so beautiful. What's your favorite aspect of the community?
No matter what, you could actually find a group to hang out with and make friends with and stuff like that. And there's actual support. It's not just like, people you talk to. You have like the most dumbest random question. You're like, stupid question, but, and then everybody's like, bro, it's not a stupid question. They'll actually help you out through whatever you're looking for.
True that.
For me, it'd probably be just like, especially with the community, the stew community that we've kind of become a part of, and I feel like we're kind of like founding members of like the community, and just what it's grown into, man. It's just it's like a family more so than a community. It's like I talk to these people more than I talk to my own family members.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I know that if I were ever to need anything or had a question, I could pop into our Discord and just say hey, I need help with this, or I'm kind of having a rough time or whatever, and there's someone there to either just sit there and listen, or to kind of help cheer you up or answer your question, or what. There's always someone there for you, and like we've built such a tight knit community that grows every day. We constantly get new members, and it's awesome because we're very welcoming, and we're about the community as a whole, not just the Stooge community, the vaping community. And that's why we push so hard on our what I call group community growth.
Mhm.
It's not like I'm not trying to just grow my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel, your channel, whoever I'm in contact with. If I can help in some way, shape, or form, and also continue to do my own thing, I'm going to do that 100%. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Totally get that. Poon sauce?
Okay, it kind of sums up to what James said too, because the one thing about me is you look at things and you be like, okay, there's a lot of drama throughout the community, we all know. But the one thing that I think is the most amazing thing out of all of it is we can all put all of our bullshit aside and kind of stand together when it matters. It's just one of those things to where it's like you've seen multiple things for these like different fundraisers, different live charity shows that kind of make me feel really honored to be a part of this community, because it just shows that everybody from like a different walk of life in this community can stand together for something that matters, and put all, like, if there's people in there who may not get along, but they put all that aside and actually be able to just be in the same place at the same time and not have any bullshit, no drama and all that stuff. It just shows that, I guess, people are able to look past all the bullshit sometimes. It may not be as much as all of us want, but when it really matters, it's something that it really stands close to my heart. So I always feel really honored whenever I see stuff that brings the community together. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, it shows that we can all do something and get along.
Absolutely. Real quick, I just want to say Nightbot has been kicked. I kicked Nightbot, so he's gone. And secondly, James, you are a moderator now. I think you've noticed that already. So go ahead, please plug your shit.
Boom.
Okay.
There's the link for the Vaping with the Ohmies channel. Little tidbit. If we reach 200 subscribers by Monday, I'm actually giving away this EH Pro 2-in-1 fusion kit.
Ooh.
And like Bumblebee yellow and black.
Yeah, it looks sexy.
Brand new, never been used. Still in the box. All the packaging's here. But there you go. There's a little look at that.
Oh, look at that. It does look like a bumblebee.
It's pretty cool, man. It's an RDTA that has 2 different tank sections, so it's like split down the center, so you can put one juice in one
Hakuna
side.
and Matata in there.
That's exactly what I was fucking
12
saying.
monkeys.
That's not a
dude.
Keep it, bro. Don't give that away.
Okay, guys. Never mind. Scratch that. I've got something.
Food sauce. Hold
No, I'm
something
just
up. We'll
kidding.
give that away.
We will be giving this
I'm
away,
giving away
guys.
my own stuff.
So if you want to
Don't do that.
subscribe, also we do have a
Don't stop
Facebook
buying.
group as well that I'll get you guys a link for here.
Plug away.
And just come
Swing
hang
away.
out,
Swing
join the
away.
community.
man,
We got a few giveaways from time to time on our channel, thanks to our amazing sponsor IVC. You can see Clown and Swags repping the hats right there. Independent Vapor Company. I'll let you guys know too. Check into the show. We have some discount codes as well. We do some fun games, on the show from time to time. We try to get the group active. I do weekly or Monday cloud checks every Monday to remind everybody about the show and send some positive vibes out there to everybody, because that's my thing, positive vibes and crisp high fives. Only the crispest of high fives too. But yeah, let me get this link for you, and then I'll stop talking and let somebody else talk.
I was thinking, do you want to sweeten the pot for the 200 and add some clown coils or Mr. J's into that?
Dude,
Yeah,
let's do it.
you do.
Well,
Let's do
the
it.
only person we haven't heard from on that one is Mr. Swaggins.
Favorite part of the community?
Yes.
I'm here for the poon sauce. Back to you.
Wrong side.
Oh man.
Hashtag Dunkelcroy.
Oh, hashtag
Swag-
breeze
Swag
between the
stole my
knees.
heart about like 15 years ago, and we haven't looked back.
Yep.
Oh. So how long have you guys known each other now?
A little over a year.
Yep.
Wow. And so tight. That's awesome.
And it's crazy, man, because they're spread out throughout the states. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all the way on the West Coast in Southern California, and we got Swags out there in Mass, on the West Coast. We got Corey sprinkled in there in the middle in Chicago, and then we got Clown down there in Tejas, or Texas.
Tejas.
And then Dan's out there in Michigan, and we got Aziz actually as well, who's in Kuwait, in a completely different country, and it's awesome to hang out with him. He's one of our very close friends, man. We absolutely love Aziz. We miss him. He's got the Ramadan going on right now, so he's got to fast, so he can't vape and stuff like that. He's got to do his prayer at like this specific time that our show is, so he hasn't been able to jump on. So hopefully we'll be able to get him on very soon, because we miss you, buddy. But yeah, man, we're brothers, man.
Yeah.
It's a brotherhood.
That's how we kind of look at it. We've kind of built a brotherhood.
And that spreads beyond even the Ohmies. I've been recently accepted into the Stooge crew myself, and you guys have a big family. That's a big fam over there.
Yeah,
You're part of that family. You're a filthy.
Yeah.
I am. Now I'm what am I? Filthy casual.
Stew crew, filthy casual, SCFC, bro.
Yep. I changed my Instagram name and everything just because.
I
Nice.
saw that,
Well,
dude.
All the coil builders do it, and we have like a much more diverse set of skills.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so if your daughter is ever missing, in Europe, I have a very unique set of skills.
What kind of van do you drive?
I don't drive a van.
Well,
I
if-
drive,
does,
I
he
drive
pulled
my
over.
fist in terrorists' faces.
That's right.
That's what I drive.
Oh,
He drives justice.
Mike
Yes.
TVA says you guys only need 9 more subs to get on that.
Nueve más?
Nueve más. So yeah, guys in chat, if you guys have any questions at all, by all means put them into the chat there. Cal's Irons, what's up, man? DC Rackley, what's going on? Addy Tooney, you're very welcome, brother. Nice to see you, and thank you for posting those links for advocacy. Yay, there's the Facebook page. Yay.
Yeah, it took me a second, but I found it. I used to have all these things saved.
So, I do have an article that my wife sent me minutes before the show that I didn't have a whole lot of time to look through, but it's in regards to Vermont, and this was published today. And apparently Vermont has officially banned online vape sales. I don't know exactly what that entails. I don't know if that means they can't order from outside the state, but as far as I do know, no shops within the state of Vermont can sell online.
It's a
Which
sad state of affairs.
it is. You know, there's not many major cities in Vermont, and so a lot of the vapor community out there has to, resort to buying online, and so that's going to really, I think that's really going to hurt them.
They can't buy anything online from outside, or stores that are in the state can't sell.
I think it's just that stores within the state of Vermont cannot sell online.
So then they'll buy. Well, I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to look at the bright side, but
I
get
still
the point.
buy outside the state.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it sucks for the businesses that are in there because that means that they, like, if they had an online shop that was keeping them alive or keeping them above water, because they may not have that many regulars. I don't know how rural some of these places might be, but that sucks for them. So it's definitely not to be dismissed. For sure. That's not what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, apparently.
I thought I heard something about to where they weren't able to order from outside of the state too online. Like nothing vape related was able to ship to the state of Vermont.
That's a good way of looking at it too.
I want to look into as well, because
if
that's the case, then that's not good at all.
It says that also that it's going. This could lead to the creation of the H26, an act relating to restricting retail and internet sales of electronic cigarettes, liquid nicotine, and tobacco paraphernalia in Vermont. That says retail and internet. So I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of shops in Vermont go down.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
With all these taxes and stuff, and people get all these wholesale taxes and the floor taxes that are coming through, and that are taxing you per milliliter of nicotine that is in a liquid.
Yeah.
How many shops are going to be out there going to be able to afford that kind of thing, especially with floor taxes too? Because you think about all these shops out there that probably maybe have one or two shops, and then they have
they're making all their money off of e-liquid. Juice is their main profit.
Yeah,
but that's what allows
floor
them.
Tax would be they have to pay an extra tax for the stuff that is on their shelves right now. So when they say you have your shelves fully stocked,
well, here's the deal. Sorry to keep cutting you off. The basically the companies, right? Like say Tango Melon went into a store, they'd pay for a section of that shelf space, wouldn't they? So it's almost like they'd have to raise in essence, there's going to be a margin where they can, all right, well, they may have to raise the price of the juice on their end, or their margins might be smaller on the profit they make wholesale, or they may have to charge juice companies more to basically rent that space on the shelf.
Well, from what I've known with people of shop owners that I know, I've never really seen it to where the juice company is renting out that space on their wall to have their product on there, because a lot of the times these shops are buying them from wholesalers, local distributors. A lot of them aren't buying them from the manufacturer direct. A lot of them are buying them from distributors local, to where it's a giant wholesale. They go, okay, we have a weekly order to where we only carry what a distributor has, and then
you've been around for a while and you know about this clearly. And maybe, Clown, Frames, Lethal speak to this. How was it back in the day before wholesalers were everywhere and all over the place, and there were so many juices everywhere? The big wholesalers, I remember the big companies were Vape Wild,
Yeah. I used to order from Mount Baker, bro.
At least shop wise, I know Vape Wild is literally 40 minutes away from me, but then a lot of most shops just had homebrew.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're trying to get in a shop, then you have that rental thing. You have that because it's a smaller industry.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, because I mean that's how bigger retailers, that's how they work. But from what I can tell, you just kind of get a wholesale account. You pay wholesale price. They bring in whatever products they want. At least that's with my shop. That's how I work with these people and talk to them and things like that. And basically, or if say you go to an expo, you meet a manufacturer like Sad Boy or something like that, they'll give you some samples, try them out, then they'll like message you a couple weeks later, be like, hey, what do you think? What are you thinking of picking up? And then they'll set you up with the wholesale account through them or through like a distro that they might have. So there's just a bunch of different ways to do it. It's just more which route are you willing to take as a shop.
Because you think about it, the local distributor might have it at a different price. There's so many different factors that pop into it because a lot of the things with distributors and the manufacturers people don't understand is a lot of the prices that they have with the distributor and all that stuff is because they have a good relationship with them, that you actually are going to these shows and actually talking to them, and that's why there's a lot of B2B days like conventions, because it gives those people that time to try the liquid and all that stuff, but actually have that face-to-face time and growing that relationship so it could end up helping them down the road when they're trying to get that product into their shop.
I got a like an email earlier from Be Vape Happy or whatever that website's called, and apparently they're gonna do a 30% wholesale tax in Vegas, and a lot of like major distros are actually out of like Nevada and Vegas and things like that. So that's gonna affect things heavily when it comes to trying to get vape products out to.
That sucks because they just legalized shrooms in Colorado, and I bet you that Vegas is going to be next. But meanwhile, legitimate businesses that have nothing to do with hallucinogenics, are getting.
What's up with legalizing drugs like that? What
The
is
war
the
on drugs has
purpose?
gone on long enough, I guess.
It's just like this happening, and it just doesn't make any sense because.
No.
I mean, I know that marijuana is an industry that's got a lot of monetary backing, but like shrooms, it's got to be a couple of guys that like literally have
a cow field.
A cow field, exactly.
They're out of Texas.
Like what purpose does it serve?
Well, apparently they're using it medically for people that suffer with some sort of mental illness or some sort. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to look up the study again. I was reading it the other day. But yeah, they're actually extracting the psilocybin and using it as
psilocybin.
Yeah, psilocybin. They're extracting it and using it for medical purposes. So that's part of the reason why I think they're pushing for the legalization of it.
Yeah.
Vaping Irish said they help with people with depression. So
Yeah.
Dude, that should be hope for the CBD market, right? That it won't be regulated too harshly because we're still in like the beginning phases of that. But has no hallucinogenic properties, and it's clinically proven to help with an amount, like a laundry list of issues that people have: anxiety, pain, arthritis, whatever. So I mean, that's good for CBD if you use it.
Yep.
Hopefully, it'll get less expensive.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that stuff's not cheap at all.
No, 30 mil of 1,000 milligram for like $60. But you know what? The problem isn't that it doesn't work and it's expensive. It's that it does work and it's expensive. It's because it's like this stuff is really good, like the Helping Friendly line.
Yep.
That stuff
yeah.
from IVC or as a partner group to IVC. That stuff works. It's just expensive, man. It's hard to say to yourself, all right, well, if I'm going to do 2 of these a day, this will probably last me like 2 weeks. Can you afford that? That's more than a couple of coffees a week giving up. That's like,
oh yeah,
you have to give up.
Yep.
You tear through the gummies so fast.
I'm gonna start eating the salve. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Guys from the UK, and weed is legal in some states, but they want to ban flavors. What the fuck?
Right. Well, like I was saying before, money. There's a lot of money behind medicinal and now recreational marijuana.
And that's the thing too about the U.S. as well, because I know you have a lot of UK viewers. The way that the medical system works over here, it's ran pretty much like a business. So any way that they can make money, they're gonna do it. So like with vaping, it's a life-saving alternative to smoking, which means less people are gonna be getting sick, which means less people are gonna be going to the hospital, which means
less money.
Hospitals like making less money. So
that's a good. You know what that brings up? Have any of you guys seen The Resident, the show? It's like a newish show. It's on Hulu, but it's a little too political for me, so I watched it and I kind of stopped watching it. But that's basically what they go over. I mean,
Yeah,
basically the
I've
whole
seen it.
time they're talking, you've seen it, yeah. The whole time they're talking about just like how beds are money, and how there's this one, resident who's going around trying to like find ways to help people because that's what they're supposed to be doing, right? But it's unfortunately about money. It's a cash grab.
Yep. I've
So,
said that.
but we know this, and if you didn't know that, I'm sure Addie's here, and he can drop some links to some really pertinent information that could help you to understand more about the way our system works and why we're fighting the fight we're fighting. So,
And real quick too, as a side note, LabWorks, you gotta quit coming into chats and start talking about food, bro. Every time, last time he came into my chat, he was talking about ice cream or something like donuts. That's what it was. It was donuts, bro. Every time, man, you get
Even
me.
better, he
Now I
sends
want,
me.
now I want hot dogs and a beer.
Even better, he sends me liquid recipes after he starts talking about all this stuff. So
Hey, don't
I'm
tell
all-
me that you made a hot dogs and beer liquid too.
Oh,
Oh,
I wouldn't put it
no.
past him. I wouldn't put-
I'm gonna get one here just because we said something.
oh
I'm already
man.
looking at my phone.
Oh man. I just want to say hello to Erica Vapes and LabWorks. Nice to see you guys here. Thank you.
Erica, the thumbnail queen.
Yep.
Yes. What's up? So, yeah, that was pretty much it. We're nearing. Well, we got another 15 minutes. Why don't we go around? Anything you guys want to share that's coming out on your channel soon? Any big events happening in your world this week?
Corey, why don't you start, dude? You got
Oh, yeah.
something coming up today.
Yeah, I have a stream coming up later tonight. It's next episode of What's New Spoon Sauce.
isn't that like 15 minutes?
No, it technically should be, but I'm pushing it back a little bit. So keep an eye out for that. If you're already subscribed, you should make sure you hit that notification bell so make sure you get notified when I go live. And yeah, that's all I got going on right now. Saturday, I got a What's Your Story with somebody who's just starting with the YouTube game. So I'm really excited to do that. And it's going to be fun. I'm excited. So yeah, that's what I got. James, what about you?
I put out a review today actually on the Rebirth RDA. So if you guys want to check that out, like I said, that just dropped. Also, I do a live stream on Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern. So Lethal, you'll have to do the time difference for the UK.
What time Eastern?
8 p.m.
It's 3 in the morning there.
Yeah, so if you guys are up really late or up
No.
really early,
1 in the morning.
Friday.
1 in the
1
morning.
a.m. 1 a.m. I'm wrong.
Okay, yeah, so if you guys want to come hang out with us, I got a show called The Green Room with my boy Sean Typhon, aka the Angry Hippie. He does a lot of juice reviews and does some advocacy type videos and stuff like that, and drops what he calls an Angry Hippie rant from time to time, which are actually pretty cool to watch and check out. So if you guys want to come hang out with us, we got a pretty cool show planned this Friday. Actually, we have a guest coming on that I just got the confirmation today, and I'm pretty excited. We're gonna have Black Cat Whiteface. You guys get to hear it first. So Black Cat Whiteface is gonna be on with me and Sean on Friday. So definitely tune in for that. And of course, you can catch me and all the rest of these guys on Monday, Vaping with the Ohmies on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel. I'll try to drop that link for you guys again as well. Come hang out with us. Like I said, we hit 200 subs by Monday. We'll be giving that mod away and possibly some coils or juice or something cool. And yeah, come hang out with us. We got a good show that we do. It's a lot of fun. It's good times hanging out with all you guys in chat, and we do have some pretty cool guests from time to time. And that's pretty much it for me. Also I drop a review on Mondays as well, Mondays and Wednesdays. And yeah, that's it. So what about you, Swags?
Yeah, we're talking about what we have coming up.
Yes.
Yes.
Any-
Okay. So on Friday, I'm on the Vape Stew on Tenacious TX Vapes YouTube channel. Come check it out if you haven't yet. Thank the guy who made the Dreamer, and the Ardent, and the Reverie, and the Keen, and the Lucid, and some other things. And we have some other people on that show, including myself, and it's a good show. So come hang out with us. It's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, so it will be late as fuck for you guys in the UK. So if you want to check it out, that's cool. If you don't, watch the replay. Either way, why don't you go over there and subscribe? I am doing that next, so that'll be fun. And then we have the High End Vape Forum on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Stan's channel, on Tenacious TX Vape's channel. So I'm doing those shows. That's where I'll be. Otherwise, I just don't exist. I'm kind of like a thought. Until you think of me, then I'm there. So I'll just be hanging out until you guys come and hang out with those things that I'm doing. So thanks for doing that so I can exist again. I'm going to keep talking.
Like a Beetlejuice type situation.
Yeah, except you only have to say my name 72 times. Clown, did you get to go?
Well, I missed on the vlog today because we were under tornado watch around the time that I normally do it. So that was fun times. I might do it tomorrow as a makeup. We'll see. Depends on how my day's going. And then from there, just review videos and stuff like that throughout the weekend. And go check out the Wolf Bite over on Vape Radio, noon on Saturdays, 9 p.m. on Sundays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Kick ass, guys. Kick ass. Monochrome with Domino is in the house. How are you, my friend? We were just talking about you a little while ago, actually.
We were.
We were. You know,
Go check him out if you haven't. Subscribe. He's got great content. Great content.
Oh yes. Yep. I'm subbed.
I've seen his stuff on Instagram.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, dude. Thank you very much, Gabe Claus. Big love, brother. His ears were ringing, he says. So yeah, for me this week, what do I got coming up? Well, I'm still trying to manage to figure out where my studio is going to end up. This looks like it's going to work for now. Then I've got some more reviews that I got to get out. I still need to do my BTFC, my TM24 Pro, and I've got two lines of juices that I need to finish doing reviews for. So those will be coming up soon too. All right, guys. Well, why don't we go ahead and wrap this up? Say bye-byes to everybody.
Bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, everybody. And so... Poon sauce.
That's how you say goodbye in Pooniest.
Poonish. Oh, Michelle Lynn, what's going on, man? Yeah, girl, not man. I don't know where that came from.
It's a lady, dude. It's cool.
Yeah. But I've been Lethal Coils. They've been Vaping with the Ohmies. And yeah, guys, we're going to wrap this up with my normal. Please remember that we are the masters of our own destinies. We're the only ones in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative our days will ever be. So please remember to keep the positivity high, keep the smile on your faces, and let that negative just brush off your shoulders. Until next time, guys, keep it real, keep it cloudy.
I like pickles.
I like pickles.